Good afternoon and welcome to the first 74 Preps Radio podcast. It is March 5th, 2019. I'll be going over some of last night's games and some games we have tonight. As for last night, Hickory Ridge in their first game defeated Independence 4-1. Senior Nolan DeVos, uncommitted, tossed 19 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings, only came out because of 109 pitches. That 19 strikeouts ties the school record set by Colin Sprinkle in 2015. Getting the save, striking out the final batter was senior Noah Phelps. Sophomore Adam Wilkerson went 2 for 4 at the plate and picked up 2 RBI. Senior Jacob Bishop went 2 for 2, got hit by a pitch and stole a base. Sophomore Ixrino went 2 for 3 with an RBI. And in South Piedmont action, Cox Mill defeated Concord 16-6 by way of run rule. Senior Zach Zadalis got the start, went 2 2/3, and got 6 strikeouts. Cale Ayler, a sophomore lefty, relieved. He also went 2 2/3, got 4 strikeouts, and a win. Cam Loki and Carson Burt, both seniors, they also made appearances on the mound. Senior CJ Hassel, who's going to A&T, went 2 for 3 with a double and 3 RBI. And there were 4 Chargers who doubled. Nick Alderfer, a sophomore, Hassel, Jacob Garten, a senior, headed to Guilford, and Cole Stoker. Big news out of Mocksville. Davie County defeated East Rowan 5-0. Davie County, who defeated Carson a few days ago, got their second win against the Rowan County opponent. Carson Wisenhunt, 6'4" senior, left-handed pitcher, going to ECU, tosses about 90 miles an hour, struck out 12 batters for the War Eagles. That drops Eastern Rand to 2-1. Will they move from their number 6 spot in the top 30? Probably not. Covenant Day defeated Hickory Grove Christian 9-2. Hickory Grove shot themselves in the foot in this game, 8 errors, but that is a young team. So they should be improving, if not next year, definitely the next. Covenant Day had 7 hits, all singles, picked up 7 RBI. Sophomore Philip Abner drew 3 walks in his 4 appearances at the plate. Junior Cooper Andrews stole 3 bases. Senior headed to Air Force Jackson Bertelsen and Philip Abner combined for a 1-hitter and 15 strikeouts. That 1 hit was by Jordan Little of Hickory Grove, sophomore. It was a double. So, kudos to Jordan Little for breaking up the no-hitter and picking up a 2-bagger. Sophomore Ryan Franklin drew 3 walks, and that was every time he came to the plate. 0 for 0, 3 walks. Freshman Drew Lanzo had a pretty good performance. 3 innings, 6 strikeouts. Central Cabarrus defeated A.L. Brown in Kannapolis last night, 16-5. Mound performances by Evan McGee and Jack Swan. McGee went 5 2/3, only allowing 3 hits and striking out 7 batters. Jack Swan had 1 1/3 innings, no runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. On the offensive side, Sam Yelton went 3 for 5 at the plate, picking up 2 RBIs. Christian Thomas went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. And Jack Swan did double duty, 3 for 4 with an RBI. And East Rutherford defeated South Point 6-1. It was a 2-1 ball game. And then East Rutherford, scored 4 runs in the 6th inning to provide some insurance and get the win. South Point drops to 0-2 after they lost to Kings Mountain in the opening week, 16-6. On the other hand, East Rutherford is having a good start. They're starting 3-0. Games on tap for tonight. We'll go through the games with 74 Preps top 30 teams. Big game, probably biggest game in the city, in the area. Number 1, Marvin Ridge heads to Providence. Marvin Ridge is 1-0. Providence is 2-0. Charlotte Christian, 2-1. They're number 2. in the top 30, they head to Wesleyan Christian. Forest View heads to Crest. Crest is number 3. They're 1-0. Harding University heads to number 4, Ardrey-Kell. Ardrey-Kell, who dropped from their number 1 spot in the preseason, down to number 4 because of losing to Marvin Ridge. Parkwood heads to number 7, Weddington. That was the first game of the year for the Warriors. Number 9, Morris Park. 1-0 after a win against Olympic. They head to Garinger. Hopewell plays at Huff. Good rivalry game there. Number 11, North Stanley, has a pretty big test. They head to Anson, who dropped their first game to Richmond Senior. But Richmond Senior is a pretty good team. Number 12, South Meck, heads to West Meck for their first game. Lincolnton plays at North Lincoln. Number 15, Providence Day, heads to Metrolina Christian. Number 16, North Gaston, for their first game of the year, they head to Hunter Huss. Number 18, Mooresville, heads to North Mecklenburg to start IMAC play. Mount Pleasant heads to Carson. Carson, who is just coming off of their first game and first loss to Davie. Mount Pleasant also coming off of a loss to Northwest Cabarrus. Number 22, Lincoln Charter, plays at Piedmont Community Charter. Highland Tech plays at number 23, Cherryville. And number 24, J.M. Robinson, who was number 11 and then suffered a loss to West Rowan. They play at Concord. Northwest Cabarrus plays at number 28, Central Cabarrus. Central Cabarrus is coming off of a win last night against A.L. Brown. Statesville Christian plays at number 29, SouthLake Christian. SouthLake Christian coming off of their first win at Calvary Day. And that will conclude the first podcast by 7-4 Preps Radio. Thank you for tuning in.